We have the most mind-blowing videos from all around the world sent in by you all that's going to make us rethink everything. Thank you, Mr. Jones, for the video.
The biggest streamer in the world sell their soul.
It's something most people don't notice. As I mentioned before, Cenat is making a transition. Here he is in Paris for Fashion Week since his promo of the new brand.
He has not been the same.
The outfit he wears doesn't look the same, but similar to an outfit upcoming artist David wore and sold on his website before his incident. Last year, David also had strong connections to Paris during Fashion Week. Now the patterns is what continues to show themselves. You see here David doing the one-eye symbolism, the all-seeing eye. Kai has been showing the same patterns even before all this started. If you remember, this is from his old profile picture on his Instagram. The vow of silence, the one-eye symbolism, and even what we see here. The horned hand, the mono cornudo. Even on his arm, you see the see no evil, and you're going to turn a blind eye to the evil that's going on. It's similar to his recent Vive design. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Now, if you still think that's not enough, he recently met up with one of the final bosses of fashion, Laura Roach. Laura Roach is a powerhouse in the Paris fashion industry, and now Kai has him as a stylist and coach. As you can see, even with this character, the patterns don't change. One-eye symbolism. One-eye symbolism. Okay, so this is my final connection. Laura Roach and Michelle Lamy are both iconic figures in the fashion industry who maintain a close professional and personal relationship. Michelle Lamy is frequently seen at events hosted by Laura Roach. July 2025, she was a notable guest at Roach's 47th birthday celebration at the hotel in Paris. Laura Roach even has been spotted at exclusive parties hosted by Rick Owens. And if you don't know about Michelle and Rick Owens, you should watch my other video on it, Birds of a Feather. So you might choose to ignore this. The characters might change. Weird. But these patterns always stay the same.
What y'all think about the Cenat situation? Because I'm gonna be honest, his life has not been the same. I thought it was because of that girl. Within the more research and evidence that they pull out, I'm like, no, you kind of been showing us stuff. I don't know. Y'all have to let me know if that person's reaching or if that really is facts. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I seen him link up with Will Smith and Jaden, I said, oh yeah, he's a goner. But I don't know.
Up the entire internet. After that, the theories exploded. Some said he was replaced by a secret government cloning project. Others believed he was taken and controlled during his disappearance. And the man we see now is just part of a replication plan. In 2020, a video appeared online, an AI-generated speech, the voice sounding exactly like Eminem's. But no one could trace where it came from. Coincidence? Technology? Or something planned all along?
Fixes are better than processing. You see that dye they put in there to get it a certain color? Oh, that made hot dogs? Thank you, Icy, for the video.
Universe rabbit hole somehow just reached a whole new level. This one's gonna f you up. So this is Erika Kirk. Another Erika Kirk with the same name of the late Charlie Kirk's wife. Same name, same unconventional spelling, both Americans with very blue eyes and blonde hair. Some even arguing they kind of look alike, but oh, that's barely even the tip. Both were wives of political figures, men who actively engaged in some form of politics. Both their husbands were very outspoken Republicans, Claude Kirk and Charlie Kirk, both CKs. Both of them also passed away in September. Today's Erika Kirk is nicknamed Miss Arizona. The other one went by Madam X, which she was called because people said she just kind of came out of nowhere and was all over the spotlight all of a sudden. Sound familiar? The OG Erika Kirk passed away in April 2023 in Palm Beach County, Florida, a region which just recently became the world's largest investor in a certain country that shall not be named and is completely irrelevant to anything. She passed away at the age of 88, and the current Erika Kirk was born in 1988. They're so similar, even Google's search AI is calling them the same person, but that's probably just a hallucination, no big deal. I think the better question is, are the rest of us hallucinating right now?
This right here is what they mean when they say history repeats itself. Because what are the odds? Thank you, Devontae, for the video.
So many Epstein Files connections to Justin Bieber's Yummy video. First, let's talk about how he promoted this song by using a bunch of pictures of babies with the hashtag Yummy, and also wrote Yummy in pizza. And this word Yummy was used like 300 times in these Epstein Files. I haven't seen anybody point this out, but at the end of the video, there's a baby pig on the table. At the start of the video, we see him walking through the kitchen, going to the table with the old rich people as if he's being served. They have very young people as the entertainment. They show this girl, and here's her outfit, but we'll get into that. There's also paparazzi in the kitchen as in being filmed at this party. You see Justin with a sandwich in front of him, guarded by a piece of bread. On the sandwich is this red cherry or olive with red little sticks in them, which later becomes black with black sticks. Serving disgusting food with peas, P. Diddy, and this pink. I wanted to point out this looks like a pizza. You see Justin with a pink drink in front of him, messing around with this guy's glasses. All the adults are taking turns sitting down with him. You see an entertainer and Justin's cat in the middle of the table representing him entertaining. And that's when we see the black olive cherry. We also see the Puff Daddy. During the lyrics, lost control of myself, I'm compromised. Annie winks. We see this pink goo with circus peanuts on top. During the words, you ain't never running low on supplies. And the pink drink. So think about the pink stuff at these parties. What do you think these peanuts could represent? You see them reaching for the food and them devouring the food. Justin with water and the pink drink. We see him messed up. Girls in white come out from under the table. Notice he's taking things off. We got the white party. Remind you of anybody? And the dance moves are eating. And this, we see that red outfit on the chair. After the party, that outfit is there. You see this man eating cake. Allegedly could be this guy who founded the record label with Diddy. We see this guy with a bunch of pink drinks who looks similar to L.A. Reid. A baby pig on the table. Why a baby? Don't people usually like the big one? You see his plate with the cake, peas, and the cherries representing innocence, and then young him with the words yummy. Also used him in a cake holding a cherry to promote this. He had mental breakdowns during the filming of this. Ellen asked him what the song was about. He said his intimate life and then sipped tea. Alleged and entertainment purposes only.
I remember when that music video first came out. We know what the song means, but the music video, I'm like, this don't make no sense to me back then. But watching it with the eyes that we have now, I'm like, no, y'all think y'all slick. She's not accusing Justin. What she is saying is that Justin was a victim and that his song is a message. So I will say that because I can't say I know, but I truly don't think Justin knew all that was taking place in this music video. Because again, these people know what they doing. The artists kind of don't until after a while, which is why they call it like the Kanye West syndrome. Like when they realize it, people call them crazy. And I know Justin Bieber is like another one of them that they kind of be like, oh, he's crazy or he's on medication. No, they trying to tell you what it is in the game, and the world has them like they look crazy. But somebody has said that yummy equals young me. If you get what I'm saying, if you say it fast, yummy, young me. But he's been groomed at a young age and it shows. He definitely was a victim. This song is about his trauma. And somebody even mentioned that's why he broke down so many times during the shooting of this video. So I don't know. Maybe he does know. Maybe he was trying to put a message out there with what he was doing and it had to be very subliminal. But shout out to those that caught the subliminal messages and were able to interpret it for others to understand the meaning of yummy. Thank you, Truck, for the video. Hollywood has been trying to tell us that we are living under a dome. Simpsons is definitely known for it. They've put in their stuff too many times. Shazam. I don't know this movie. We know Miss Hillary. Thank you, Mont Jones, for the next couple of videos. Lady Gaga has reached a very high level and everyone in the industry knows it. She is the high priestess of Satan. Yeah, Lady Gaga scares me. I'm scared.
moment Ricky Martin appeared, the message became crystal clear.
What did I
This
miss?
was the passing of the torch from the old to the new, marking the official beginning of Bad Bunny's reign as the new industry gatekeeper. Lady Gaga wasn't just randomly chosen for this performance either. While it might seem like they snuck a white artist in to keep America from rage quitting, Gaga played a much more important role in this ritual. She played the part of the high priestess. In ancient and esoteric traditions, blue is a color often associated with the divine feminine and the Great Mother, which is connected to Isis. In esoteric rituals, the high priestess provides the spiritual authority for the initiate. By wearing blue, she represents the mother figure of the industry, the one who had already been initiated, symbolically baptizing the new initiate in the industry's higher ranks. Essentially, she was leading this ritual, passing the symbolic torch from Ricky Martin to Bad Bunny. The third and final part of the ritual was the completion of the great work and the moment of ascension. Towards the end of the performance, we see Bad Bunny ascending on the power poles. To most, this moment was simply just a tribute to Puerto Rico's infrastructure, but in the language of the occult, it was telling a completely different story. This was meant to demonstrate the literal completion of the great work. He was positioning himself at the very top of the energy grid. In the occult, electricity is often linked to the light bringer, the spark of life and consciousness, often described as a divine spark. The purpose of the great work is to power that divine spark so it could ascend and reach enlightenment. By standing on the energy poles, he positioned himself between the heavens and the earth, with the sparks representing the activation of his own divine spark. Symbolically, he was siphoning the focus of 100 million people and grounding it into the stage to feed off their energy. He wasn't just performing, he was being initiated into the highest orders of the secret religion that runs Hollywood.
In case you guys missed what they were really showing you at the Super Bowl, they got this guy up on the world stage where these actors play humiliation rituals and they mock people right in your face on how unaware and unconscious people are, bro. This guy is wearing a woman's outfit, even the necklace. Imagine that on a woman. Just think about it, guys. These guys are literally part of some kind of insane type satanic cult, bro. Look at this. This is not cool or
The suit's
normal.
throwing me off.
You would never wear this
Jewelry's
as a
okay.
man, bro, with the tube top like that. They're literally doing humiliation rituals to these guys. And just think about being this dude and being sucked up in this. It's like a gang. So they either got to get beat into it or they got to, who knows?
This is crazy. Listen to what Kobe Bryant said in one of his very last interviews.
These are choices. Like I made a conscious choice to go after my passion obsessively. Like, it's a conscious decision. So it's not like, you know, you missed out on that, you missed out on that. Like, no, I made a choice to consciously miss out on those things because I'd much rather be here.
It's more about the sacrifice, I guess, is the question.
But that's my point. It's not a sacrifice to me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a sacrifice. Like, this is my choice. Like, I'd rather do this. Like,
I
if
get what
you
you're
put
saying.
a bowl of ice cream in front of the kid and a plate of broccoli, the kid's probably gonna eat the ice cream, right? And so to me, the game is the ice cream. To some people on the outside, all this hard work looks like broccoli. It's all perspective.
It's all
Don't
perspective.
need fireworks to be moving forward. So many of us are taught to chase after things that look more exciting, that look more fun, that look more enticing, and I understand it. The same reason why kids want sugar, but that does not lead to success. That journey to success can look extremely boring. It can feel extremely boring, doing the same thing over and over again, building consistency and momentum and getting things done. But if you convince yourself it's ice cream, it's different. Going to the gym will never be more fun
It's a
than
mindset
eating junk
shift.
food. And saving money will never be more fun than cashing out. But here's the thing. That's why you aren't there yet. You're too worried about having fun and not winning.
Thank you, Titan Slayer, for the next couple of videos.
America, something is wrong with the bread. Florida testing finds high levels of Roundup in several popular bread brands. I repeat, Roundup. The Governor Ron DeSantis and the Florida Surgeon General appeared on Thursday at Palm Beach State College, unveiling the latest round of the state's Healthy Florida First testing initiative, releasing new findings that show several widely sold bread brands contain high levels of glyphosate, the active ingredient in Roundup. Okay, so independent lab testing commissioned by the Department of Health found what the state described as triple-digit glyphosate levels in several high-volume bread brands, including Nature's Own Butter Bread, Nature's Own Perfectly Crafted White, Wonder Bread Classic White, and Sara Lee Honey Wheat. Other breads, including Sara Lee Artisanal White and Pepperidge Farm Farmhouse White, showed no detectable glyphosate. Dave's bread tested low compared to other brands. The Florida State Surgeon General said to the audience that glyphosate exposure doesn't seem to have a safe level, pointing to research showing effects on gut health, the blood-brain barrier, and metabolic function. He said 80% of Americans carry measurable glyphosate in their bodies and argued that concerns over its removal from the food system are unfounded. Now, they don't want children to have this. Chronic exposure to glyphosate is linked to potential gut microbiome issues, liver inflammation, and potential cancer. It causes chronic health issues. And it's in the bread. It's in the bread, people. You have got to be kidding me. Seriously, everyone eats this. Unreal.
While we on the topic of bread, it's been on me since that one video that we reacted to. Have y'all noticed that bread does not mold no more? Do y'all remember when y'all used to have bread in like y'all pantry or, you know, out on the countertop, and when you didn't eat it after the Best Buy or the expiration date, that stuff had like green spots on it, green, black, and maybe purple? Now there's no such thing. Our bread is not the same bread that they was making a decade ago. Roundup weed killer in several popular bread brands. We have stuff like this, and it's like, what's the point of FDA? I also want to say bread can be made at home, and you can make it with the ingredients that are needed, that are simple. Yeah, and then when you think about it, bread don't take that much ingredients that it says on the back of the breads. All that, when it comes to a point where you can't even sound out what the word is, we don't need to be eating it.
It's a ritual they perform. They take our energy watching them, and it gives them life. It's Baphomet religion. This is what they do. People find it so hard because you assume these people tell you the truth. They take your money. They want you to go idolize them in a concert. I've been there. I've done it. I love my concert. Yeah, T-Rex was great. But I've been there. I've done it, right? It's a ritual they perform. They take our energy watching them, and it gives them life. So, yeah, that's why I can't follow people around all the time. You know, like, geez, I can't. No, I can't. I just can't. And they are a bunch of grifters in politics, total grifters. And I have seen Kelly Osbourne, and all I can think about is she sounds like her mother, and it's like they've swapped places. When I look at Kelly's face, I see Sharon, but it is her daughter. But I see Sharon like older version of Sharon. So it's like they've switched. That's what I do see that when I see Kelly Osbourne, you know? Yeah, when I was little, I knew that.
While people view and enjoy the performance of entertainers for what they are, others feel their energy being siphoned. Some people have noted how energies are exchanged, especially when they are present during these concerts. Do you feel same when watching them perform?
Okay, we need to do an investigation into this situation that's unfolding right now with Tom Brady and the NFL. We just saw the Super Bowl, which some people say actually is superb owl, and that it's a worship to Moloch, the 40-foot giant owl that they worship at Bohemian Grove. But anyways, listen to this. Did you know that Tom Brady is an investor and a partner with Colossal Biosciences, which is a genetic engineering firm known for de-extinction projects, where they take some DNA of an extinct species and try to bring it back with cloning? Well, apparently, Tom Brady used this company to clone his dog that passed away, and now he has a cloned dog brought back with genetic engineering. Which, by the way, I do wonder how that works. Like, would that clone have a soul? Not that, you know, let's say you cloned a person. Would the person have a soul? Like, you can't really clone a soul, can you? Anyways, get this, though. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Do it. So basically, the way they did it is they took a simple blood draw of the family's elderly dog before she passed, and then they were able to figure out how to clone. But here's where it gets absolutely wild. So, you know Drake May, right? The, like, runner-up, about to steal the show almost, right? Notice how they look, like, pretty similar. What if I told you their stats are almost identical over their first 18 career regular season games, and they're neck and neck on the leaderboards of longest passes, which is, like, record-breaking in itself, but they're neck and neck. So some people are wondering, bruh, and this isn't even talking about how people are mentioning that the NFL could be rigged. I do find it very interesting, though, that the mainstream media published an article saying Drake May is Tom Brady. That's the first 5 words of this article. Drake May is Tom Brady with a little mobility. I mean, that is a wild coincidence to have that as the header of this article, or it's something hiding in plain sight. Now, in the next video, we're going to get into some shocking foreshadowing, which could perhaps indicate that there was at least foreknowledge somehow of who would win the latest Super Bowl and who would the top players be. We're going to cover that in the next video. Make sure you're following. Comment your thoughts below and follow from.
Somebody said souls sold separately.
Okay, people are freaking out right now, and rightly so, because the NFL tweeted this in September, a photo. Bunch of teams, bunch of players, in front of the trophy they're going to win. 32 teams with February dreams. We're so back, right? And when you look at it, it just looks kind of like a cool graphic. Nothing really hiding in plain sight here, right? And the NFL definitely isn't scripted, right? Well, if you zoom in very closely, this is something you would not notice if you just quickly scrolled past this. People at the very front of this group of players is Sam Darnold of the Seattle Seahawks and Drake May of the New England Patriots, who just so happen to be the two teams that just played in the Super Bowl. But you may be thinking, maybe when the NFL made this picture, they're going, based on the odds, based on the past records, like these are probably going to be the two teams going against each other. You'd think that, right? Except the New England Patriots in 2023 only won 4 games. So the odds of them facing off would be not very high. And that's not all, because it gets so much crazier. Right now, people are waking up to the fact that sports may be bread and circuses, right? Keep them fed, keep them entertained, and they won't revolt. Well, what's come to light in the most recent months is that the NFL is classified as a sports entertainment company, just like the WWE. Bingo. Now, apparently, this is because they have to protect themselves from certain liabilities. That's the cover story anyway. But what I wonder is, if the oligarchs get together and decide to give a city a win, if the morale of the wage workers gets too low and a revolt is looming, then they will give that city's team a win to boost the morale and delay a potential uprising for another number of years. Now, I'm sure many of you know this, but Seattle is one of the lowest morale cities. People are not happy about being in Seattle because of sky-high cost of living, housing prices looming, overcast weather, rampant homelessness, rising crime rates, and more. So did they let Seattle win because they wanted to boost the morale of Seattle? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and follow from.
Chi-Chi, what up, Chi-Chi? Yeah. I can't tell y'all who else is gonna be with me.
Now I understand why this foo-foo rainbow banger cigarette over here, ankles grabber, got famous. He got famous because he put on for Diddy, he put on for Diddy, he grabbed his ankles for P. Diddy. He did a little saka-la-la-la-la-la-la for Diddy. You know what they say, once you've gone Diddy, you're going to become famous. So, unfortunately for the internet, who thought he was actually entertaining, he really isn't. I've literally had farts more seasoned and charismatic and fun around my friends than this guy has ever put on shows. But he put on for P. Diddy, he put on for P. Diddy, he put on a nice red dress. No wonder he likes wearing dresses. He must get that PTSD from them Diddy days. Now, if you'll excuse me, I know many people are going to get upset from this. I wasn't the one in the P. Diddy parties. Actually, at that time, I was too busy working ESPN radio and taking care of my deceased mom now. You may acknowledge your reigning, defending, undisputed conqueror king.
What I seen in the comment section was they said that he's famous because he's Diddy's bunny rabbit, because y'all know his name is Bad Bunny. I had also found out that Jay-Z was in charge or a part of the Super Bowl concert that he did. So they're saying that's exactly why Jay-Z picked him, because they've both been in the Diddy freak-offs. Yeah, here we go. Jay-Z, he runs the Super Bowl show. Jay-Z and Diddy were best friends. Somebody even mentioned Eminem speaks about a bunny in his songs.
Well, it turns out that Bad Bunny is a really naughty bunny. The lyrics from his all-Spanish song at the halftime show have been translated into English.
Horrible.
And you've got a GOP lawmaker calling on the FCC to take action after Bad Bunny's shocking and vulgar halftime show lyrics are translated into English. So I'm going to scroll down here so you can take a look at it. It says, my bleep is being chased and I want you to hide it. Grab it like a bonga. She took a pill that made her bleep, and she bleeps in the Audi and not the Honda. I give it to you.
That was weak.
Don't call me. You see where I'm going with this. It's pretty vulgar and disgusting. I'm going to put a link to the article in my link in my bio. So click the link in my bio to get to the article and you can read it all for yourself. You know, it used to be the halftime show was a family event. We would have the latest, greatest pop artists that would get on there and sing and do their thing. And the lyrics, well, they might have been somewhat a little distasteful or risky, but, you know, it was family friendly enough. Now we've got this guy coming on and singing about graphic and explicit things in the lyrics. And it's just not a halftime show anymore. I think Roger Goodell should be ashamed of himself. And a boycott of the NFL, I think, is in order. I love watching the NFL. Sports is definitely an American pastime, but why do they have to take and just completely f it all up for everybody? Why don't you comment for me down below and let me know what you think. Was the halftime show good or bad? And don't forget to like, comment, follow, and share.
That's right. When super giant pizza, plain, nothing on it, and I'd like that delivered as soon as possible.
Girls, your pizza's here.
Thank you. Okay, guys, we've cleaned out the...
Didn't she order pizza? Did I not hear that right? Hold on.
That's right. When super giant pizza, plain, nothing on it, and I'd like that delivered as soon as possible.
Girls, your pizza's here.
Thank you.
So why is she coming with Chinese food?
Okay, guys, we've cleaned out the refrigerator. I think we're just about ready to build the perfect pizza.
The song said to get there, you don't need a visa. Then she said, how much is away? She's not talking about pizza at this point. You think we should stop? No way. But why are they saying in the pizza and not on the pizza? They aired this on Nickelodeon.
Get a bunch of frozen ahi and they trick everybody into thinking it's beautiful, fresh ahi. So what they do is they get this rotten tuna, feed it into this red chemical dye, which turns it from the brown, poopy color that you see into a bright red color that never goes away. So even if the fish is completely rotten, it'll still look completely fresh.
Come on.
Because they're injecting this dye, soaking it in this dye to give it the illusion of being fresh ahi. In it, they're gonna inject carbon monoxide gas into the bags and then let the fish marinate in that carbon monoxide gas so it soaks all the way through it. Keeps the fish from smelling or tasting rotten. To the extent it can get so rotten that people can actually die and never have tasted or smelled that it's bad. Because the carbon monoxide prevents that from happening. When restaurants or grocery stores turn this into value-added products, so sushi or poke, they do not have to label that this is the type of fish they're using. They can just say fresh made.
I'm already working on our celebrity couple names. Right now, it's between Jakayla and McCake. Too bad you're not old enough for Donald Trump. You could be old McDonald.
Who's Donald Trump?
Dang, somebody even mentioned Donald Trump was also in Little Rascals, which I just remembered, in Home Alone 2. He has always been around children.
Just hope by now ain't none of y'all that's born in the 80s still eating McDonald's. So McDonald's was in the Epstein
or the
files.
2000s.
Apparently, they had a group of people that they was feeding to the goats. Yeah, they tricked the goats to eat the dead people. And then chopped up the goats and shipped that to the... Okay, so you know McDonald's is tied to the hospital. McDonald's got his hospital, right? If y'all don't know that, go look it up. But McDonald's ain't got no farm. It ain't documented nowhere that McDonald's got a farm. Nowhere. No McDonald's farm. But McDonald's got a hospital. So what they do with them dead people? So McDonald's got dead people in the food. I just wanted y'all to know. I thought it was just some... That's some real... If you don't believe me, just look up and see if McDonald's even got a hospital.
We don't have enough cows in the world to be getting all that meat. What's the slogan again? We serve 60 million or 60 billion people. They meant that. They not playing. But McDonald's is not the only one, but McDonald's is definitely the main one. We can't be watching conspiracy theories and still be eating McDonald's after all the stuff that we didn't reacted to and stuff that's got exposed. Human meat in the meat. We've seen that plenty of times. You see teeth in the food. There's tapeworms. It's all types of stuff.
They found Kai. No way.
This dude.
They're gonna make him stream. Wow. Yo, they found him. Ty? That wasn't Kai, guys. He said his name was Ty. Who the? What? He does. Ty. What? That was a Kai lookalike. He said his name was Ty. Not only that, guys, but who did Ty remind you of? Shh! Shut up! People are saying that Ty guy was the diddler. This is what people are saying, that was the diddler right there. Yo, I don't know what's going on, B, but Kai knows what's going on. He knows what's going on. And there's a lot going on ever since Kai switched sides. He's chilling with new people, guys. Who's this?
I don't know who that is.
Who is this right here? Because I ain't never seen Kai chilling with this guy. Where is his old friends at? You know what time is it, guys? Look how he's looking at him. He's like, yeah, we got you, homie. Wait till you go outside. Nah, B, who is this, bro? Because this Kai looks like he's Kai Cenat from the 70s with that fro, bro. Who is this? I'm just playing around, guys. Entertainment purposes only. Obviously, they were just joking around. That was a skit. I thought that was Kai Cenat, but he said his name is not Kai Cenat. His name is Ty, and he works for the VVET team. I don't know what's going on. Let me know if you know something. I'm out.
Pay attention to how this lady shuts this airplane door.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you see how heavy duty that is? How it has to vacuum seal so that everyone's safe? Now watch how this astronaut shuts this extremely advanced space hatch. Yeah, while he's in outer space, he's using that to protect him from the radiation, the extreme temperature differences. Okay, whatever, dude. Have you noticed how the boots don't even match the footprints on the moon?
Sure do.
And how sometimes the astronauts actually forget to put their shoes on the right way? So if they're so smart, and only the strongest, smartest human beings on Earth can go to space, then how can't they put their shoes on the right way? And how is the sun's light hitting the moon from two completely different angles in this photo? You know, the Red Hot Chili Peppers might have been right in that song, Californication, talking about how, you know, Hollywood may have taken part in the moon landing.
Really?
I mean, seriously, does it really look like they're doing anything important up there? They're just like banging metal around and they're like, oh, look at me, I'm in space. They're in a bathtub in Austin, Texas. But of course, this video was for entertainment purposes only.
I love those videos. They never get old to me because it's like, they really thought they was gonna get away with lying to us like that. Like we wasn't gonna eventually wake up and find out. Y'all had us in the first half. Well, let me not speak for everybody. But y'all had majority of the world in the first half. But we waking up to y'all lies because y'all keep lying and y'all credibility keeps going down. Stop lying. Somebody said I seen a stronger tortilla than that door. Facts. 100% facts. y'all enjoyed these videos. I'm going to end it on this note because I have so much more to react to. So I'm just ending this video so I can react to the other ones. Do want to give a huge shout out to all those that sent in videos. I truly appreciate it. Keep sending them in. If you want to know how to sing your video to have it featured on here along with a shout out, all you have to do is join the Discord. The link is in the description down below, and drop your favorite theories over at my conspiracy theories reaction tab on my Discord. So check that out. You guys, we are on the road. We are going strong for that 900K, but on the road to 1 million. So I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for all the love and support that you guys have been showing on a continual basis. I do want to say that the merch is out now. Shopperkyy.com. Link is in the description down below. Y'all make sure to go check it out. We have a lot of stuff on there. We have shirts, hoodies, zip ups, crew necks, mugs, all the above. We got some stuff for everybody. So make sure to go check it out. What I was going to say in that Kobe Bryant video was discipline over desire. That is the best thing that I can tell you in a nutshell, because you're not missing out on things when you're getting work done. The tomorrow you is thinking what you do today. Because don't make tomorrow harder by laying it off tomorrow. No, do what needs to be done today so that you make your tomorrow easy. Discipline is going to take you further than desires have ever taken you. The desire is the ice cream, right? But I know he flipped it where he's like, he made his desire his discipline. You really change your mindset. So it's all about how you view a thing. So discipline over desire, I just wanted to say that. Let me know what y'all favorite video was in the comment section down below. Was there one that was mind blown? Was there one that woke you up? Was there one where you're like, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if it was the first reaction, but it was the one with David and Cenat. That one was given. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do want to give all kabod, all esteem, all praise, and all honor to our Saba Yahuwah and our Abba Yahusha Hamashiach, because I'm just a vessel that they can work in and through. Hallelujah. So I got to give credit, honor where it's due. If I'm gonna boast, let it be in Yahuwah and Yahusha Hamashiach. I'm very grateful that they allowed me to be a steward over what they rightfully own. But y'all, that is it for this video. I'm on a roll and about to react to some more. So if you're watching this one, just know that there's more on the way. Y'all have a blessed one. I'll see you on the next one. Shalom, shalom.
You can't bring me down. I know who I belong to. Yeah. What? I won't sell my soul. I know my worth.